Wagwan Gimps, hello and welcome back to another video. Today what we're going to be doing is something that I think is an extremely important topic considering how Nyjah has treated this whole situation. Obviously he's just had one of the worst slams of any skateboarder's career, one of the worst ones and one of the hardest to watch slams I've ever watched in my entire life. This guy came off a giant stair set rail, fell straight onto his neck and head, pinged back over, fractured his skull, bleeding on the brain, bleeding in the eye, fractured eye socket, tons of different things. And honestly, now he's telling people that wearing helmets is for children and he's never going to do it. And look, fair enough, look, it's your choice whether you want to wear a helmet or not. But the fact that someone so influential in the skateboarding world is telling people that wearing helmets is for kids. Meanwhile, we've got legends like Andy Anderson that are actually promoting this properly and making people aware how important this part of your body is. I think Nyjah is setting a terrible example, not only in skating straight after such a serious injury, being 3 weeks in and already posting new skate clips, but literally telling people that helmets are for children has pissed me off and has pissed a lot of people off because I don't personally wear a helmet, but it's up to people if they want to wear one, and people are already self-conscious about wearing these kinds of things. People say to me all the time, should I wear a helmet? I don't want to get taken the piss out of, I don't want to get ridiculed, but you should. If you think you should wear a helmet, you definitely should. If you have any kind of pre-existing brain problem or head problem, you should 100% be wearing a helmet. But what we're going to do, set the scene, watch the bail. I'm going to have to cut a little bit or blur it slightly just to get around YouTube's terms and conditions, but we have a few things to look into because I think that Nyjah posted a couple of days before and definitely gave us an inkling into how he got this thought process in the first place. So with that being said, let's jump over to this. We've got this channel, average adult skateboarder who just does a ton of reaction content. Bro's just using the bail.
I just saw the footage of Nyjah Huston fracturing his skull, and this is insane. Nyjah's a warrior. Pray for a speedy, full recovery for Nyjah.
Like, this guy has posted this video like 3 times over the last couple weeks and says literally nothing of value. But yeah, you've seen the bail right there. You've seen how it comes, and it definitely didn't go anyone's way in this situation. Bro is lucky to be alive. So that was the bail. Now we need to go into Nyjah's Instagram and have a little look to how he has reacted to the situation, because he says in one of these previous videos, you can go back and watch it if you want, that he's thankful to have no serious injuries.
It could be so much worse. I could have serious injuries.
He literally says that less than a minute before he says what I'm about to play for you here.
As far as the actual injuries to my brain, we got fractured skull over here, main spot that I hit, fractured eye socket. I still got that bleeding in my eye over there. There was bleeding in my brain, which was really bad. And yes, I'm obviously aware that there can be long-term issues with...
Like, the way he's talking, you can almost tell that he is living in slow motion right now. Brother's brain is probably goop by the way he's acting and dealing with this whole situation, telling people that they shouldn't wear helmets after going through this, and also saying in a previous video, not even a previous video, literally a minute prior to what he's saying right now, I'll put it on screen.
I could have serious injuries.
As you just heard, he said, I'm thankful to have no serious injuries, while saying, I'm aware that I could have very bad long-term problems, and I've got all this brain damage, bleeding, he's got eye socket broken, he's got a fractured skull. It's ridiculous, but there is an inkling in this in the next couple clips that kind of makes you realize why he doesn't wear a helmet in the first place, and it's not a good look in my opinion.
This gnarly of concussions. Honestly, just gotta hope for the best and be thankful for now and live life in the moment. But yes, at an older age, I would absolutely love to still be feeling healthy mentally and physically. But you guys also got to remember, I've been hitting my head and getting concussions literally since I was 7 years old.
Bro is saying that this is fine. It's fine because I've been hitting my head and getting concussions since I was 7 years old, forced upon by his dad to not wear a helmet, which he's about to touch on here.
My dad had me take my helmet off, which is absolutely insane.
How? How can you say, my dad had me take my helmet off, which is absolutely insane, and then weeks later, not even 2 weeks later, bro's telling people, don't wear a helmet, that shit is for children.
So who knows how many actual concussions I've had, because my dad also used to not take me to the hospital when I had a bad slam, ever. So parents, kids out there, don't do that. Make sure you keep a helmet on until you're obviously a little older, and until you feel like you're good enough at skating and good enough at falling to be able to not hit your head all the time.
You're telling people that they should get good enough to the point where they don't need to wear a helmet, and fair enough, right? It matters to me not whether or not he chooses to wear a helmet after this. I think definitely you should be more inclined to wear one, but when you see what he says in his next post, you're going to realize why I'm so annoyed.
But yeah, I mean, for now, we just gotta be happy we're feeling good, and then hopefully later on in life, still be feeling good. Thing I want to say is to everyone out there, just remember that life is so precious. I feel like a lot of us, including myself a lot of the times, wake up on the daily and we just go about it as another day, not thinking how grateful we should be to be able to wake up another day, and especially health, to wake up and feel healthy and to be able to get outside and use your legs and walk around, go on a hike, enjoy nature. Like, that stuff is so precious, and it's something that I've really started becoming more grateful of the past few years, especially since tearing my ACL and then not being able to do that for a while. So really appreciate health. To all the kids and people out there that spend too much time indoors, man, get outside, experience nature. It's the best. Get out there.
So he tells us all right there to appreciate health, get out there, do what you enjoy, blah, blah, blah. Great things to say, right? And if he would have just posted this and then left it for a couple of weeks, couple months to recover, I would say a couple months, obviously a couple of weeks is not going to be enough to recover from this kind of brain injury, even when you've got the money that my man has. So with that being said, if that was the case and that was how it was left, that would have been perfectly fine. I would have never made this video. But we've got some terrible examples set by someone so influential in skateboarding. The first one being the fact that he's back at it again, literally weeks later, which is fair enough if you want to skate, but why post it? You're encouraging people to come out of the hospital, to come out of these injuries with serious problems. His damage is obviously on his brain, because why would you be doing such stupid things like this? And then we're going to get into the most egregious thing in just a second. So let me show you this. Now, I don't know if bro's been removing them, but there was tons of comments on this video saying you should be wearing a helmet. And honestly, I think the same. Even if while you're injured, you just wear one, and then when everything is back to normal and you haven't got these brain problems, or at least know the real full extent of things, then sure, go back skateboarding, don't wear your helmet, whatever. So many people that I expect better from, like Jungle Book, Techne Skateboards, these people are all just bigging this up. I don't understand why. Maybe it's because you live in LA and you're too afraid to bump into him because you're all pussies at heart. But for me, I don't have that problem. I'm never going to bump into Nyjah in my life. So let's have a little look at what he posted on his story. This is the thing everybody's unhappy with. And honestly, I've asked a bunch of people what their opinion is on this before I started this video. Everybody thinks it's absolutely ridiculous. So bro, love to see it, but where's the helmet? Now, bro, seeing a lot of helmet comments, homies, I thought I've been clear. I said young kids wear helmets. I'm a street skater. I'm never wearing a helmet. The fact that he's literally putting people down, like adult skateboarders who are thinking that I want to wear a helmet because I've got a job or I've got this, or I just need to be safer because I've got kids or something like that. There are so many people out there for so many different reasons that should wear a helmet. Now, my man is literally saying only younger kids wear helmets. Meanwhile, his father was the one forcing him not to wear a helmet, which gives us a little bit of an idea as to why he's skewed and has this kind of thought process. Committed to this life and ain't nothing changing that. You can be committed to this life, but you're going to be committed to the afterlife if you don't wear a helmet while you're trying to recover from these problems. And you know what makes this even more ridiculous, in my personal opinion? The very next story. I ain't wearing a helmet, blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Next story, healing the brain. Bro is literally suffering from brain damage while telling people not to wear helmets. Obviously, he's implying that kids can wear helmets, which fair enough, but let's just take a look at someone. This man will tell you everything about why wearing a helmet is beneficial. He literally started his own helmet brand. He's wearing helmets way before that, so obviously it's not just to sell helmets. We all know, we all love Andy Anderson, but this is a man that every single time he skates will wear a helmet. You might say, yeah, but he's not doing the gnarly stuff like Nyjah is. If you've watched Andy Anderson's video parts, he does some big ass rails. He flies around in pools. He does all sorts of crazy stuff flying through the air. Andy Anderson is not just technically gifted, but also he's a gnarly guy as well. And the fact that Nyjah's literally dissing him by saying only kids wear helmets, I think this is so detrimental to how skateboarders look at things. And I know there are going to be tons of skateboarders out there that go, only pussies wear helmets, only this, only that. I'm thinking about Nyjah's influence here. Less about what he's doing for himself, more about what he's implying and the things that he's putting out there for other people to think and perceive. Would I care if Nyjah went ahead and just decided, I'm not going to wear a helmet, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that? No, I would not have even cared. People asked me to make this video. I said, it's up to him what he does. But then when I saw that he made that comment about only kids wearing helmets, I thought ridiculous. And the fact that he shared it on his story as well, just signal boosts the whole thing. The fact that Andy Anderson can be as popular as he is, be as loved of a skateboarder as he is, and still wear a helmet, says a lot about his character and how he thinks about influencing the youth compared to Nyjah. Like, Nyjah has done so many dodgy things, and he's had a ton of things like crypto scams, like he's done pump and dumps in the past, and this is all proven facts. There are videos already on YouTube about Nyjah's pump and dumps that he's done, and now he's influencing the youth to not wear helmets. So I am a little bit annoyed, to say the least. I think that anyone that wants to wear a helmet should wear a helmet, and the fact that this is the precedent that we're setting for the younger skaters and the people that are thinking maybe, oh, I might get taken the piss out of, I might get ridiculed for wearing this. He's literally making them feel like they shouldn't wear a helmet.